Hello everyone, this is Janice. Today I'm going to share, more than share, I'm going to actually we're going to do a layout together. And this is a Christmas layout of photos from this very Christmas that just passed. And the paper I'm using is a paper that comes from K & Company, and I actually found this at Target in their stationery department, you know, that one aisle where they have scrapbooking materials. And it was like $6.99 or something, and it's called Very Merry. Anyway, I've never seen it before, and I got it, I think it was before Black Friday. Oh, maybe it was after Black Friday. Not sure. It didn't say it was on sale or anything like that, but these are the kind of colors that I absolutely love. I wish I could just decorate my house in these colors. I love bright and happy colors, maybe because I'm an elementary school teacher, maybe that's why. And that's what I love, but my husband's more traditional, so we have to meet halfway. So here's what I did. I'm going to show you each layer as I put it together. Okay, here's my black foundation. This is going to be a frame around my layout because the paper is very bright and there's a lot going on in the photos, so I wanted to kind of tone it down a little bit because this was the 12 by 12. I cut out this part because I wanted to use the back, and then I went in, let's see, how far in did I go this time? I think I went in 2 inches to create this frame, and I used the black paper in the center as well, and then this is going to go like that on top. And I will tell you, you're going to see my warm, fuzzy jammies. It is very cold here in Florida. Crazy, crazy cold. I'm talking 30s. Everybody's got their plants covered, and I hope it doesn't ruin the strawberries. We have strawberry season coming up here, and it's a big deal, and it's very sad when the price of strawberries goes up because of the weather. So I hope that doesn't happen. Last year we had a lot of freezing, and it ruined farmers' strawberries and oranges and stuff, so I hope that doesn't happen. Okay, oh, I forgot something. Darn. Okay, another thing I did, talking about strawberries, I got distracted. If you see here, the reason I love this paper is because these adorable ornaments, they're so cute. And so what I did was I wanted them to hang over the paper that's going to go here, because it's going to be a plain paper. I just wanted to kind of tone it down a little so it wouldn't be so busy. And so I cut with my craft knife, I cut into the ornaments so that they could, and you could do this, I do this with all kinds of things when I want something that is behind a photograph to be in the layout. I just cut around it, and this is easy because they're just you know, simple cuts here. And I love my glass mat. I'm so glad that I have it. I find that it's so much easier to cut on it. Now, when I first did this, it was easier because it wasn't 2 layers of paper like I'm doing now, because I forgot, because I wanted to show you. But the glass mat does, the blades glide more smoothly on them. So I'm glad, and it cleans up so easily. And you can heat on, you know, you can heat emboss on it, you can paint on it. And the craft mat too is great for that, but you can't cut on the craft mat. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so now this is stuck down. I don't need a whole lot of it, it's just a little bit that's going to hang over. Okay, so there, we fixed that little problem. Then I got a present from, where did this come from? My memory is really bad these days. Oh, it's from the Sweethearts cartridge. You would never think, right? But I loved this big bow, and this is kind of what I did with my presents this year. I just kept them really simple, and I just used real satin ribbon, big ribbon, and just made big bows, and that's it. Nothing more than that. And so anyway, I cut it out of the paper that's from the back of this paper. See? Okay, and then I cut the bow out of just plain white, and then I did those little faux stitch marks, and then I outlined all of the cut lines with just a black gel pen. I like, you know, these kinds. This brand, the Jelly Roll pens, Sakura, from Sakura. These are really smooth. I like them. Okay, so that's not going to go on yet. And then I just made my own little tag, to which I'm going to add a little brad, and this is where I'm going to journal. Okay, but I am going to add a little brad just to add a little more interest. And then this green paper came from the South Beach paper from Recollections. It's just an 8.5 by 11, and it fits perfectly here at the bottom, okay? But that is so plain. I wanted to add some stitching and a little bit of a background stamp. And I'm using the Swirls 1 from Pink by Design. Let me get my Fiskars. This is the Fiskars stamp press, and it's a great thing to have for this kind of thing. Okay, so I'm not going to make an even. This stamp is great because you can, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want it to be very subtle like. Okay. And it's, a lot of this area is going to have photos, so I mainly want to kind of concentrate, maybe do a little bit. You know what, it doesn't matter. We'll just do it. And the camera's not going to pick this up because this is Versamark, so all I'm going to get is what you call a watermark. So it's just going to be tone on tone. And that's it. So I'm going to go about this kind of quickly here. And just add them kind of in the corners. Maybe a little bit down here. And maybe a little bit up here. Just a little bit more. Okay. So, yeah, sorry. Can't even see what I did, but trust me, it's cute. It's just a little something. I didn't want it to be too much. Okay, now for this you're going to be able to see because I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black for this. And I need a little scrap piece of paper. We'll use this because, I'll show you, I made some little marks here where I know that is going to be covered by those ornaments, so I don't really have to worry too much about getting stitch marks there, even though I probably will do it anyway. But everywhere else we need this. Okay, so we're going to stamp. And I want to start right here. And this is hard to do because I don't want to be in your way. So let me move over here. And I'm just going to stamp it. And then I'm just going to move on. Now, I am so sorry, but this stamp set I got a long time ago. I remember my son was a baby, and I used to not get out much to the stores because, he was so little, I used to shop from home online. Oh, I messed that one up. It's like really, really light. Okay, now I'm going to cover this here so I don't go into that stamp. Anyway, I ordered this online. Back when, I didn't even watch YouTube videos back then because I didn't really know about it. So I didn't know I would ever do videos or anything like that. So now I usually write it somewhere so I remember. But I don't know if they were sassafras. I just don't want to tell you something and then it be the wrong thing. Okay, I'm going to put this paper here just to kind of cover a little bit of that corner. And then when I go in, I can stamp there. If you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to stay in frame here. Okay, and then go here and okay, so then do a little bit up here, not too much. We'll cover up that image. And I don't need too much. There's just a little bit showing right there. And there's just going to be a little bit showing here. And then this is going to be covered by an ornament, so we'll just do this. Ooh, a little too high, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so I've got my little stitching done. Now we can come in here and we're going to move all these up. And I kind of messed up here. It looks doofy if I don't put. Yeah, I really do need that there. So it's going to have a piece of scrap paper. And we'll cover this, and we'll cover this, and we'll just fill in that little part right there. And I don't think it's going to match up. Could I make it match up? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, if I can, maybe. Close enough. Alright. Now let's adhere this down to here. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and put adhesive on these parts. This is the bottom part. And I didn't put any up here just because I want to be able to line this up. So you can just put tape on the back if I need to later. I go put it in my page protector. See, I can just do tape and do tape here. And see, I got ink there because I got ink on my mat. Got a little cloth here. But that's going to be covered with some photos. Okay, now my photographs are of my son. This was the best. It was really, I'm not going to take credit for it. My husband encouraged me to go and buy him Lego Star Wars 3 for the Wii. He really, really has been, you know, talking about it and saying, oh, I wish I had that game and all of that. So we decided we would bless his little heart and get him the game. And look at his face. Can you see that face? It's priceless. And then my husband in the back, so happy, enjoying. I love that. And then here too, He's just looking at it, and my husband's so happy. And then here he's cheering because he got an Army Lego set. It's not the Lego company, it's that knockoff brand. And so he was so happy. So we totally made his day with that. So I kind of just wanted to put these not straight or anything. And I cut them down to 3 1/4 by 3 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then the mat is 4 inches. So let's go ahead and get those down. I'll put this one down first. I'm just going to put one strip on each side. Like this. And just don't want to cover anything important. Oh, now I see why I didn't need that stitching up there. It's the pictures covering it. And this one's kind of like my focal point photo. I wanted to show his little toes there. Things like that I just love. And this, that. Alright, so there's that. Okay, now for our present here, that's going to go there. I may have to make sure that I leave room for the title, because I do have a title down here. So let's get our brads. Should have got them out already. Not brads, I want to use an eyelet. This is how I keep my eyelets. And this is something I ordered from, what do you call that? Oriental Trading. Oh, quite a long time ago. My son was a little baby. No, he was walking, so he was, I think he was over 1. I remember the day I ordered it, and I mean when it came in, and I was trying to put all these little things in it, and he was trying to get my eyelets, and I was like, what are you doing, Janice? He's a baby, what if he eats one? But everything worked out fine. Okay, so I'm going to put a little hole. This is the Big Bite, and if you want me to tell you if I love it or not, yes, I do. It takes up a lot of room. Yes, it's big, but I tell you what, it meets all of my needs with having to put holes in the middle of a page. It reaches anywhere. So I don't regret having it. I do have the smaller one, and just the plain crocodile, and I keep that one in my bag so that I'm always, oh, see, I didn't put my head down there. This is very powerful, and it's good to kind of do it gently. Otherwise, you smash your, let me see how it looks. I don't like it. This is a very long video already, longer than I like to make them, so sorry about that. Where are the black that I just had in my hand? Okay, why? I don't know where they went. Oh, they're right here. Okay, one more time. Take 2 with the brad. And I don't really have time to edit a video. If I was going to do that, it would take me longer, and I just would not be able to do these very often. Oh, I see what happened. You have to It has little thingies right here, and you have to turn it to the right size of brad that you're setting, and that's a little one. It's really not that complicated, but you know, I am talking to you all, so I'm a little distracted. I love doing it though. Okay, so that goes there, and I'm going to add some faux stitching. Bear with me here, sorry. I'm just using a black gel pen from Sakura, and like I said, this is my journaling tag. So see how tiny it is? I'm not going to do a whole lot of journaling. Maybe just the year, and maybe just a little sentence about, you know, what's going on, and I'm being excited about getting his favorite game. That was his favorite present that he got this year. So we're just going to add that right up here. And it would be cute to put some ribbon on that, but I'm not going to do that. Just because I'm going to keep it simple. I mean, yeah, it's not really that simple, but... And I'll do the journaling later, obviously. I'm not going to do it now. And then, so that's going to go there. Okay, then, show you a couple more little tips here. From the Baby Steps cartridge, I cut out the word presents, and I just kerned on the Gypsy. There is a tool called the kerning tool, and it just makes the letters squish together more. And I cut this at, oh, I think it was like an inch, actually 2 inches for this. So I wanted it to be big. And they look kind of like those thickers because I took glossy accents and just glossed them last night. Before I went to bed I did it. And before I did that, I did make some little white, little white marks to make them stand out more. I did that to all of them. So see, some of them are welded and some of them are not. Just because how I wanted it to look. And I'm going to show you a little trick so that you don't have to pick up every single letter or every single group by itself. What I do is I kind of make sure it's straight. If I want it to be straight, sometimes I don't, but I did want them to be straight for this. And this is drywall tape, and you can get it at the hardware store, Depot, or whatever store you have. Lowe's. Looks like this. I got it from someone else, so I don't really know what the packaging looks like. But it's sticky on one side, and you can use it to pick up your letters. And then now we can use our glue, liquid glue. You could use the glue pen is nice, but when you have something as big as this, you kind of need a little time to work. So the glue pen, it dries very quickly. So by the time you're done doing all this, sometimes the first part is drying and then they'll fall off because they're not, if you let that glue turn clear, it becomes repositionable. Okay, this is really not multi-liquid glue in here. This is Scotch Quick Dry in here, and that dries quickly too. So let me stop talking and get to this. So I want this down here, and I kind of didn't want this picture. It's gonna have to work. Oops. Okay, so then you just push it down. Okay. And then carefully, you know, just kind of pick it up and hold down the letters that are underneath. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of holding them down, and that's it. And just push down anything that's sticking up. Okay, and so there's my part of my title. The other part of the title is on this little piece of blue paper. I went in here and I stamped with these little stamps from Michael's. They come, you know, from the dollar bin, or any little stamps that you have. I just stamped favorite, and then I cut them, cut little, so they'd be little tabs, and then I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do, whoops. Oh my gosh, this is a really long video. Okay. I want to cut them out, but I'm going to keep them on this tape here, just so I don't lose them. And then I'm going to put them down. Oh, that's not, let's see. Okay. I'm going to put them down, and then I'm going to pick them up. See, I wanted it just to look kind of like those stickers, letter stickers that you buy. I don't have any, and I don't really buy stickers anymore because I just end up giving them away. So if I buy them, it's to give away to someone who might not have a Cricut or something. Okay, and I don't want them to be straight or anything. I just wanted it to look like that, and then I'm going to do the same thing again. And just add my glue. These moved, so I just want to move it over a little bit. And I didn't come up with this tip myself. I saw somebody on YouTube do it. I'm trying to think of her name. I can't think of it. It was a long time ago. There, see? Isn't that cute? And then just a couple little things here. These are those plastic things I buy in the floral department. They look like Skittles, but they're not. And I colored them with a red marker, just a big market pen. You could use your Copics. Alcohol ink works for it too, but it wasn't a deep red, as deep as I wanted it to be. So let's see, again, I want to create like a triangle effect. You know, when you add your embellishments, you kind of want to cluster them. Otherwise, it just looks like confetti. You just cluster, okay, if you're new to scrapbooking. So, here, let me show you. There's my layout. Sorry for the long video, and thanks for watching. Bye.